following the advice of the Chrysos heirs. Meanwhile, Anax, to obtain information about the entrance, Castorus successfully recreated the dead dragon. Anax's soul met Castorus in the Netherrealm after returning Circe's core flame.
This place is rich with the sweet scent of flowers. Can we...
Styxia's moonlight is so beautiful, and the River of Souls is so... No, this shouldn't be. Now's not the time to feel down. We gotta put... By the way, it was Miss Cypher who asked us to come here. But... Huh? I don't know. Let's go check it out together. Careful. It's... Now, where have I seen this before? What? How could... Mommy! Look out! What? Now I'm sad. Let's try our best to deal with them for now, and we'll slip into the past with time's power as soon as we can.
The river is full of fish.
What?
The flame chase journey stops now. Meow.
Meow? We already knew about the mad part, but are we still in danger?
Sorry, I couldn't pass on the chance to give you two a good scare. Ah! Don't run! I'm the real Cypher. Come on, don't be upset. I'm just giving you a kind reminder that Emphorius isn't safe at all. Just a minute ago, that gray hair of yours was all standing up.
So, was that a Flame Reaver disguise? Or a magic trick? It looked so real.
Disguise? No. It's not as simple as that. For example, what did you think when you realized that piece of cloth came from the Flame Reaver's cloak?
We thought that maybe the Flame Reaver was around here somewhere?
That's right. And then you heard some footsteps.
Well, we thought it must be the Flame Reaver.
Yep, exactly. I just used some hints and, lies are what...
A power to make lies into reality?
You think I might be lying? The seamstress trusts you for a reason. Someone as honest as you couldn't trick me even if you wanted to. So, there's no harm in telling. Besides, we still need to team up to go treasure hunting, right? Oh, was that your teleslate? Aren't you a popular one? But I got to you first, so help me with the Curiosity killed the cat, you know. Do you think I'll spend it all? That's so... Don't forget, I'm a demigod too. And there's a line reserved for me in that stupid prophecy as well. But I don't believe in that. As long as I keep collecting treasures, then I won't need to care about petty change. And as long as I don't hurt other people when I get what I want, I won't be walking with greed. So, as long as I keep going down this path, all those That was a long speech. I'm getting thirsty at this rate. The treasures of Styxia aren't gonna float up on their own.
So, this is the car of the Astral Express you've spoken of. Archimans hold wisdom and knowledge in high esteem. If the citizens knew of your origins, I'm sure more would be intrigued by the Trailblaze. Sadly, discussions about the world beyond the sea. It's been quite some time since you first arrived in Archiman. Presumably, you've been... Don't be too hard on yourself, my lord. This puzzle has stumped Emphorius' scholars for centuries. It isn't something you can solve. Exactly. Of the 12 titans of Emphorius, Aquila is the weather itself reflects their mood. Tranquil. The sky above. Antikytherans I used, and of course, you honor me with your trust. Not exactly, but we Antikytherans are inherently sensitive to machinery. Carefully endowed our kind with a unique advantage. If you give me some time, I might be able to fully restore this damaged car to its former glory. Then you and your esteemed companion could... Hypothetically, Lord Donhall, If I could open up a path out of Emphorius that circumvents Aquila, would you consider ceasing your support for the flip? It's best if you don't delve too deeply into that question, my lord. All you need to know is... the crucial point is, if you and your companion are unwilling to halt your support for the Chrysos heirs. Your prudence impresses me. Please don't misunderstand, Lord Donham. As the Theoros, I have no allegiance to their plans, nor am I obliged to obstruct them. Out of respect for you, I hope to offer a peaceful solution to ensure the safety of you and your companion. I will not. As I said, I remain neutral. Are you asking this because you plan to refuse my offer? So I see. This...
You have such overwhelming... Answer me! Why do you stand in her way?
Oh no! He can't hold on and he dragged him back here, friend! Are you okay?
I'm okay. I can handle that kind of hit now. But a few months ago, that would have knocked me out. Thanks for worrying. Thanks for the help. To face
Even so, it's impressive you thought of this training method. Battling the phantoms of the past in the River of Time? It's just like the hyperbolic time sanctum that the bards describe.
It's working pretty well, wouldn't you say? But combat isn't just about strength and skill. Don't worry. I've already arranged that. I asked him to make a suitable divine weapon for me. It's a little embarrassing to say this, but in order to help me, he deliberately turned down all other business.
Oh, Cartonis is part of this flame chase journey after all.
Thinking about how he's been recently, maybe you're...
But, Finon, I've been so... Lately, you seem more and more fixated on that Swordmaster in black.
That's quite the sudden shift in topic.
I've been holding this question in for a long time. You're getting stronger, but seeds of unrest are also growing in...
Don't worry. I'm not wielding my sword for revenge. He's been through Nikodor's trial and understands. Those who can't walk out of the shadows of their past are... Times have changed. The responsibility I bear is both precious and fragile. I I wield my sword for the future of Amphorius. I will not let hatred cloud my judgment again, and neglect. I'm far from... Every time I say something, things get so serious. I don't want to be... I'm out of it.
Sure, that's what I've been looking forward to. We deserve to, and today, I'm definitely going to... A girl's little secret. Don't pry.
That's the charm of this place. You can find whatever you're into here. The three of us might not be into scholarly books, but we could still spend an entire day at the Library of Philia.
Here we are! Where was that slate last time? Was it here? Or maybe over here? I'm off to have some fun! It's free time now, so you should relax too.
Let's take a closer look.
Well, I thought I felt a draft just now. In front of you all. That would be... Here, look, I'm reading this. Antiques appraisal. You didn't know? After all this time, I've spent a lot of time pondering how Aglaia became such an effective leader. Beyond the intangible qualities like personality and ethics, a major reason is her family wealth. That's the perk of growing up in a big city, isn't it? For those of us in the sticks, luck doesn't come as easily. Oops, I talked too much.
Month of cultivation, curtain fall hour, a time... Then again, spots left to fish in Emporius these days? Ah, you scared me! Bursting into someone's world like that can really catch them off guard. Well, no more jokes. There's nothing here.
Something's odd about them. What are they flipping through?
Oh, these cards are so detailed in flip ruler, waver. But the interpretation for each card is so long. Ah! What a coincidence! We meet again. Guess we're big, but you must be busy, so I won't bother you for now. Hope your day, every day, is joyful.
So suspicious. Not like their usual self.
You sure are persistent. All right, all right. I'm totally helpless against your charm.
What are you guys chatting about? Is this?
Why are you here too?
Sorry, seeing you two chasing each other around. I certainly found my book not that... Never thought Mem would be into divination. But it's not exactly a niche hobby.
I wanted to set up a surprise. Master it in secret and give you all a shock. But getting caught halfway through, it's only natural I feel shy. A girl's heart is more delicate than Aquila's ever-changing moods.
A surprise, huh? Someone else used to tell me the same. She was really good at stargazing and divination, especially with cards. Yeah, just like the ones you're looking at.
And you must be pretty familiar with all sorts of divination techniques.
No, I know nothing about it. I've never really believed in using cards or bones to predict the future. If the good omens foretold by divination were true, my hometown, Ides Elysia, don't forget, we've got Lady Trina. Every other form of divination is just smoke and mirrors or cleverly rehearsed tricks compared to her flawless prophecies.
To me, divination could be a power that guides our spirit. Fate always casts a shadow in front of us, clouding our view of the future. That's why people turn to divination. It's just to find a small reason to give them courage to face the... After all, the first chapter of the Divination Compendium discusses the significance of divination.
Strange. That person I knew used to say similar things. Looking back, whenever she interpreted a card for me, I couldn't help but feel uneasy. Even though I never believed. Maybe it was her tone. Cyrene. She could paint a complete fantasy so vividly, it utterly captivated me as a child. Right, I still carry a card she once used. Do you want to see?
Oh, wow! It's so exquisite! I'd love to have a card like that. Oh, now that you mention it, yes. It would be even better if it were made of, say, crystal?
Speaking of which, partner, there's something I haven't shared with you all. Remember our first trip to the Temple of the Three Fates? Who's there? You are...
These folks are up to no good.
Black clothing. Masks decorated with golden blood. Are they cleaners?
To directly call us by our name, it seems you, Lord Finan, have studied the forgotten history of Emporius. Your friend seems quite interested in us. Perhaps you could Explain, Lord Finan. We can't let our esteemed guests pass away without understanding.
During the Chrysos War, to combat the Chrysos heirs, several cities formed an underground assassin squad called the Cleaners. Their task was to erase anyone with golden blood from existence. Assassination, poisoning, political persecution.
Well, this historical perspective seems biased. Glossing over the Chrysos heirs, could you disclose the name of the author behind this popular legend, Lord Finan? I'd hate for the innocent.
You should have stayed buried in the dust of history. There's not one citizen would cast their vote for you. Executioners lurk.
What does it matter? We've long since stopped expecting to be understood. People have become too accustomed to peace. And they've forgotten the disaster.
Complete nonsense. Did you really travel all the way to the Grove just to have an argument?
I enjoy dealing with people as straightforward as you've probably figured out.
Keep your cool, partner. They've come out of the shadows, which suggests they have something up there. All right. Let's hear it. What are you hiding? But watch your length. My shoulders might be sore, and my sword a tad dull, but it's still enough to slice off you.
How's it going, Cinny? This place fits, doesn't it? It's a bit small, but the lighting is perfect.
Thank you, Lady Treby. With this, the Twilight Courtyard feels like it here too.
It's so bright here. Maybe you should rename it?
Lady Treby makes a good point. But Twilight...
Right. How did...
Even Lady Treby forgets things.
We just haven't prepared lessons in a while now, so we're a bit rusty. Ah, now we remember. Kremna with Seliosi the day thereafter. Finally, those descend...
Oh, I forgot. That day will come. Lord Crediros?
Miss Hyacinth and Lady Treby, good to see you're doing all right. I heard from the citizens you were nearby.
Doing all right.
There's been another violent incident at the market. A shop was smashed and looted. It's the
How can this be? I always thought that with Lady Aglaya here...
That was true in the past. But these days, forgive my bluntness, her senses...
Peggy...
In my opinion, malevolent forces have noticed the slack in the golden threads, and are now plotting to exploit the...
The Citizens' Assembly just wrapped up. Why is there...
The Chrysos heirs won by only one vote, Lady Treby. From my years of experience, a narrow victory often walks hand in hand with a...
Trouble! Miss Hyacinth! Trouble! Clementine! Please! Something terrible has happened at Marmorial Palace!
What is it, Doctor? Calm yourself and talk us through.
Lady Aglaya! It's Lady Aglaya who's in trouble.
I still remember. Its purpose... Rules were set then. No one was allowed to enter, apart from guests invited by the Gold Weaver. But, I guess, you're no longer pretending to follow the rules, are you, Lady Kindness?
You ageless witch, hiding behind a divine facade to deceive mortals.
Kind? There's no need to use such a word. Incompetence. Anaxagoras humiliated all of you before the citizens. If you still had any shred of shame, you'd throw yourselves from Dawn Cloud at the curtainfall hour to salvage the last fragments of your
Demigod, why not gaze into the water? These days you're not only blind, but also deaf. The cleaners were born for this moment. When all...
If you're in such a hurry...
Going toe-to-toe with a demigod? We're not that foolish. The dagger isn't at your throat, but...
Your gravest accusation is that my humanity is fading. And you claim my concern for mortal joys and sorrows as if that accusation holds. What makes you think the lives of these civilians will swing?
Fine. I'll gladly use a few more words. Like I said, you're not only blind, but deaf too. You failed to notice the thefts we arranged in the market, nor did you catch wind of the meetings happening in the trome. Humanity? Fading? Aglaya, why not use your precious golden thread to peer into my thoughts? See.
In this moment, I only regret not being more ruthless.
You finally figured it out. You have grown dull.
I want you to have this knucklebone town.
That girl who can't speak or hear. What if she acts... You know better than anyone what it feels like to lose your sight. Imagine if 1,000 years ago you, already blind, had also lost your voice and hearing in your youth. Would you still have become the Agla? Look at those broken, pleading eyes. How disappointing. If this plan fails, we still have dozens of splendid parting gifts prepared.
I thought I could buy some more time. In these 1,000 years, I've witnessed the fall of 10 titans. From my naive arrogance at the beginning to... Now, it's time to let go. I should be grateful. Grateful that I've reached this moment. To let my departure become a path for others. Have I done enough? If I embrace that prophecy now, and sink into the warmth of these waters, will the wandering wind stop to mourn me, Cyphra?
Little thief, what have you brought?
Here, take a look.
Such
Wait,
It's just an old memory. My
wow.
Mind your manner. Tell me, Cyphra, where did you come from? And
I won them fair and square. Speak up, seamstress. Give me a straight answer.
Strange. But my golden thread doesn't...
That's because I'm not blind.
Oh, is that so? The scars and the mud stains on your face...
Come on. Can we just do business without all this chatter?
How can I trust a word you say when you're so skilled at...
Dealing with you rich people is such a pain.
Hold on. Your treasure? I'll accept it. But these alone... That said, I do have something... Look.
Oh,
It's these golden boots are the Gold Weaver's greatest legend has it that Zagreus put them on, Cyphra.
you...
What's wrong?
Do you have a smaller size?
Well, I suppose you'll have to grow into them.
Do you have to interrupt me in the middle of my story? Fake.
Those boots definitely don't hold Zagreus' You're Amphorius' most cunning liar! And even you were...
Watch your mouth, or I'll feed you to the fish. Weren't you curious how I got tangled up with that seamstress? Well, now you know.
I didn't expect such a simple, but, boss lady, there's a chance.
You're defending her.
No. I just think the story's so moving, it'd be a shame to ruin it with a lie. If I could cry, I'd be in tears.
Good thing you've still got a sharp tongue. Enough chit-chat. Let's take a look at this place. Let me take a good sniff of this air. This air, it's filled with... Thanks to Castorus and Grey Mystery, the ancient city's barrier was finally dispelled. Now that I think of time for treasure hunting, Barto, lead the way.
Well, I have a suggestion.
Listen closely. Do you hear?
80-20 it is. How generous you are.
Anyway, what's with all this water? It's damp, cold, and miserable.
Ooh, the mighty demigod of trickery. Uneasy around water.
You wouldn't understand. The people of Dolos are talented in many ways. Just, why don't we have a race? Long distance, sprint, or laps?
What's got you so worked up? Relax. Who would have thought?
Cats hate getting wet. What's so hard to understand about that? Now, hurry up and figure out a way across. Or I might have to reconsider our split.
Don't rush me. Let me... got it. Let's use that thing.
I'll play along. Let's see where this goes, Bartolos.
Tell me, how did you hunt for treasure when I wasn't around, boss lady?
Trying to trick me into saying something. Not a chance.
You're as sharp as ever.
Was this device designed by priests of Ornyx? Do you think you can handle it?
Don't underestimate. Mission accomplished.
Not bad.
Don't worry.
Huh. This feels truly magical. When did you pick up this trick?
All settled time.
We're here. Can we turn off this spotlight now? It's really blinding. Scent of gold coins, gems, and fine leather. Yes. What are you waiting for?
Roger that.
Wow. As expected for a realm of Fagusa's disciples. This entire chest is filled with ornaments made from ocean's tears.
Thanks for the gift, boss. Look at the clarity of this. Let me try it on.
How long have we known each other? I can't believe you still fall.
How could I have forgotten about? Oh, it is true, and a lie becomes reality.
The demigod of trickery's divine gift. All right, enough fooling around.
Cypher rule! Boss lady, we're set to make a fortune this time! Got any plans on how to spend it? Whoa! Isn't that like... Once activated, this thing makes a...
Hey! If you don't want the trickery to be exposed...
Boss lady here!
Ah! This thing's way... Ah! This thing's way too loud when it's on. Let's not stir up more trouble. Cat and mouse time!
Here we go round the river of souls.
Look at its face.
Yeah. So ugly. Ugly enough to make even me.
If that ugly
That would be...
So, how about...
Right. Flee! Huh? Dangerous thoughts. Harmony and unison. May the Faust time to cleanse the children. Found me. The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
You want to take advantage?
Come to me. You can't run. May song bring us victory. Resonate all together. Yeah. Right. Stars echo. Don't fight. I'll take it on.
I venture forth forever.
Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Found me. Such an ugly and useless creature, taken down with just a couple of hits. Hey, Bartolos, are you still alive?
Yeah!
Look at you, all shaken up. Should be safe here now.
Aye, boss.
It doesn't smell like anything valuable. Huh.
Ooh, this looks tragic.
Probably not. At least, I'm still left for Dolos.
Yeah. Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kepler's...
Huh. Did I?
Yeah, you definitely told me, and I remember it.
Oh, right. I did tell you. Honestly, I was...
Oh,
Who asked you to picture that?
right.
How... Where did this roadblock? Ugh, this is so annoying.
Oh, dear, what should we call? I don't need a control. Hand us that.
Hey, slow down. That question you asked me earlier. You know, that...
Forgive me, Bob.
Oh. Maybe you're right. I have been a little on edge lately. I need to...
Cat and mouse time.
Twinkle, twinkle in my chest, how this core flame is the best.
Wow, when it comes to singing, I still sound better than you, boss.
Go beyond all time and space on the journey of flame chase. This
Incredible.
Do I need to give instructions?
Whoa,
a gold...
Oh, this is
Cheap humans.
puzzle the trickster. Told you, nothing can stop. Cyber, it's your turn now.
Stop! Stay there, and don't turn around.
Huh? What?
I told you.
My poor old back.
Shh, quiet. Don't say it. That seamstress.
What? Boss.
Stay put and keep quiet. I'll... Whoa, whoa. Seamstress. Getting sneaky, aren't we? Did you think I wouldn't notice your little spot?
As time passes, I find myself with only the power of this little nymph. Naturally, I couldn't slip past your sharp eyes, Cyphera.
Oh. Even if you could fully control Bartolos's mind, I would still... You've gone to such lengths to spy on my every move. What exactly are you after? I've told you before, you don't need me to succeed. I already made an exception and got involved with Castorus, a gray mystery. Asking for more now. Is it?
I've plotted and schemed. I've spent centuries trying to figure out where I went wrong. Replaying every moment over and over. But you've never given me a chance to explain myself.
Don't.
1,000 years ago, out of foolishness, I let my silence steal away the most...
My silence.
So this time, I must say this to you. Even if it's all in vain. I need you, Cyphera. The Chrysos Heir's mission. The finale I've delayed for far too long. It's finally here. Whatever resentment you still hold against me will fade once I'm gone. Please, come back to Akama. I'm begging you. Without you, they don't stand.
I'll think about it, seamstress. But stop watching me.
Don't worry. As much as I'd love to hear your voice again, to see your face, it seems that chance will never come. Goodbye, Cyphera.
Goodbye, Aglaya.
Ah, what a shame. I thought there'd be some real treasure.
Turns out, everything in that chest was soaked in water from the River of Souls. Those relics were once...
Aw, wait, why am I getting all sentimental? Oh!
If you see her, let her know this. As
Could it have been?
Do you remember now? Looks like you don't need me to jog your memory. She must have slipped that nymph into your pocket while you were distracted. Don't underestimate that bug. It's every bit as dangerous as the seamstress's golden thread. Let your guard down for even a second, and it might take over. Make you...
Whoa, that's like some brainwashing monster straight out of the black eye! Boss, how did you realize something was wrong? I'm curious.
Actually, it gave itself away very early.
Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher...
We've been partners in crime for 1,000 years. We've talked about everything there is to talk about. Except... for that one
But, boss lady...
And as far as I know, the embodiment of trickery. Despite, isn't that right? Zagreus.
You have a
After all, I'm the only one in the world. If you want to keep that lie from falling apart, you'd better.
Even if it weren't for a secret. Life's been great lately, huh?
Honestly, I've been thinking. Maybe a trip back now wouldn't be too bad.
You're back again, Cyphera. Your face.
I need clothes. Anything. Just throw me something. A piece of cloth will do. I will pay back the amount I owe.
You...
Yes. So what if I'm one of those Chrysosairs they talk about? Those infinitely strong heroes. World-renowned.
Cyphera.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint. Who knew that group of amazing people would include me?
Stop it, I'll give you clothes. Stay here. Stay...
Aren't you going to ask me? Right. What's the use? I'm so good at lying. Even you...
I don't need to ask. Not stay here. You won't have to deal with the cold or go hungry again.
Aren't you worried I'll ruin this place's reputation?
I wouldn't have invited you if I were worried about that.
You're weird, seamstress. You know, I've tried not to become a liar. But honestly, what makes you think I won't?
Because I can feel it. Not with the power of a demigod. That's why you keep coming. After taking over Nestia's divine authority, I became used to letting the golden thread distinct Cyphera. You're an honest thing I've given to this world. And also a challenge the world has given. Stay here with me.
You've got a way of talking, that's all right. Let's make it a deal. You have 1 day to change your mind. Once the action hour passes...
Pressure, fear, planting. From what I know, these stories are true. The kindness we know today, strictly speaking, objectively, the rise of the Cleaners was both. Even in these, to ask the vested.
There you are, Lord Donghong. We couldn't reach you on the teleslate, so the Holy City Guard almost assumed you two had met some... You pests crawling in the shadows, back off. You played your hand. Run while you still can. It might be your... Stay away from Akama forever. If you set foot there again, because Aglaya is dead, and in the eyes of the Holy City citizens, her blood is on your hands.
Looks like...
She? Are you talking about the Master?
Well, she thought you were weak. She believed that even when you were facing the evil, that you...
Misinterpreting mercy for weakness shows how arrogant and foolish you're... They're still alive. With proper care, they'll pull through, but I must warn you. I haven't fought a human in ages. I can't guarantee I'll always be able to hold back, if you feel as lucky as they are.
Finan is serious.
Get out of here. Don't show your face around us again.
I've said it more than once, Lord Finan. We came only to ensure you weren't anywhere else. While you were unaware, we already accomplished our... So, Lord Finan...
Are you...
I'm fine. Anyone who uses innocent... Probably a desperate gamble. I guess the opposition, if the conspiracy is... Tell us late. Person, it doesn't seem... Stay calm.
Fainan, what should we do next?
Stay on course. I won't be merciful this time.
Cartonis? Oh, you're forging a sword. I haven't seen you wield the hammer in so long. I couldn't...
You, in this form, you come...
That's right. At this moment, my physical form is already shattered. It's time to fulfill...
Of course. The pact,
The thing I entrusted to you.
Far too plain this vessel is. Not worthy of...
I insist. Over the past 1,000 years, every piece of fabric I've worked with has been... tainted by my coat. This ornament stands apart. It was a gift from a child. She was pure and kind.
How to say goodbye to everyone.
I'm afraid there's no such detailed plan at this time. I deeply regret not being able to say farewell to the moment has come. My departure will give them one less thing to worry about. This parting gift should help eat.
Invented for the... Is that what you...
You've confirmed. Condense my divinity into this ornament. It might still be...
Selfless or envy that child. There's no need to. Already lived a grand life.
Your praise puts my heart at ease. Please, take me through the last tempering that fate has...
The city is silent. The news is probably spread by now. I can't imagine how she could have been, unless it's all a part of her plan. If this is all part of a larger plan, Treeby must know something. Let's go find... Came back before us. Don't worry. The cleaners, Lord Krateros, were you in the city when it happened?
Regrettably, no one knows. Eyewitnesses only...
It's fine.
Eyewitnesses at the Memorial Palace saw Aglaya fall from the... She showed no signs of life by the time the Holy City Guards. They were too afraid to jump to conclusions. After all, she was a demigod who lived for over 1,000 years. She was pierced through the heart by a uniquely crafted dagger. I saw it for myself. It's one of the weapons.
I also don't understand. The ones who appeared in the Grove and those who confronted Don Hung in the Abyss didn't immediately resort to violence. They didn't have any reason nor the courage to attack.
I'll stay here to lead the guards and maintain order. Find out what happened, but don't take too long. Also, Miss Hyacinth was the one who declared Aglaya dead.
Thank you. The baths are empty. Hyacinth.
You're back. I'm fine. I've been staying close to Lady Treby and Lady Trina. It's great that you could come back so quickly. They... not well. I tried to treat her immediately, but declaring her death was the hardest thing. Lord Finan, don't push yourself.
What I've lost is a mentor and a comrade in arms. But you should rest, Hyacinth. You've been awake for a long time, haven't you?
Okay.
Next, we should visit Lady Treby.
Snowy. Little Gray.
Lady Treby.
Snowy, don't. You went to the grove to prepare yourself for the threats to Akama. You didn't do anything. We were always by Aggie's side throughout this long journey. She knew she wouldn't see the end of the Flame Chase journey. Yet...
I know what Aglaya expected of me.
The scroll over there was entrusted to us by Aggie. She and I think...
Finan, my humble student, as I write this, you are locked in a battle of words with the Council of Elders, fighting for the survival of the Flame. I deeply regret and feel guilty for hastily pushing you and the Trailblazer into the debate. But please forgive me. At that moment, I considered the debate a routine affair, assuming I could win merely with the support and... The trap was likely set by the debater Calictus. He had prepared a severed golden thread in advance, revealing it to the public when Kindness was faltering in the debate. He claimed I was reading everyone's thoughts with the golden thread to cheat in the debate. I could have countered that low tactic in 100 ways. But my words slipped out before I could even think. With deceitful scoundrels like you in the crowd, I have no choice but to rely on the golden thread to keep watch over everything. You can imagine the reaction that comment provoked. At that moment, I felt the divinity in this body might be eternal. But that is not the essence of me. I am a daughter of humanity, born of realizing that my humanity was fading. I began to plan my exit. What kind of departure would not waste such a belated death? But I knew I couldn't simply fade away in my sleep like anyone else. The serpents have always lurked in the darkness. If my departure were to be calm and uneventful, it would only lead to a swarm of those serpents emerging from their nests. I must feign weakness deliberately to make those serpents lose patience and act rashly. Just as they think they've struck and sunk their fangs into my heels, that's when I'll strike back, igniting the final blaze. The blaze soaring into the sky might sow fear and confusion, but I have no worries about people losing their way. You're not perfect, Finan. I've witnessed your confusion, recklessness, yet, in your way, you are perfect. You embrace everyone's empathy. That might be what sets our Sky Father Kefili apart from other Finan. While you zealously pursued strife, believing it to be your destined path, From the very beginning, you are the destined world-bearer of Emphorius. The gate to Emphorius. Go. Complete the flame-chase journey of the prophecy. Ignite the stars and inspire hope. I will be waiting at the end of the west wind. Looking...
Aglaya. Donhung. Please deliver a message to Lord Crateros. Have him gather the Holy City guards and the Kremnoans to spread the word from urge everyone who has concerns about the Holy City's future and the Flame Chase journey to attend this gathering. Tell them thank you. It's been a harrowing day for everyone. Please. Cortonis, what brings you to Marmorial? I plan to get everything settled before coming to see you.
How are you holding up? Better than I expect.
There's no room for doubt anymore.
Right. Your assessment is...
Is this it?
Dawnmaker. Before dawn, prepare for battle. For tomorrow, we...
Unbelievable. You've never seen that black-clad swordmaster. You've recreated this so precisely.
Precise. You imbued it with the power of dawn I already have. Guided by your will, gleam with gold. Wield it.
Thank you, Cortonis. Now will you...
Another thing.
What's this?
Stored here. This was her commission.
Can she still hear us?
It's difficult to confirm. About divinity in this way. She wanted to be...
I understand. Let me keep it. With this... May this world never have need for a deliverer. But when the world dashed her hopes and fell into disarray,
how will the Holy City continue without Lady Golden? Look! Lord Finan is here.
Will he step up to lead Akama?
not long ago, I spoke at the citizens. I wrestled with every word, searching. In the end, I remembered a lesson from one of my teachers. I followed his strategy. I painted my opponents as nothing more than pests. The strategy worked. I secured enough votes to achieve my goal, but afterward, there wasn't even a flicker of joy. I realized that apparent victory masked a deeper failure. In my pursuit of success, I fueled division and strayed far from my very purpose that led me. This journey was...
TESTVI was on streamboot.com. Remove the space at 9B2WT.
Not weaken us. It was the gold thread that mended our rifts in the past. Some saw it as a means of surveillance, a tool of control. But no one can deny that it was... Now she is gone. Yes, as you have heard, the demigod Aglaya, who guarded the holy city for a millennium, has indeed.
Who murdered Lady Goldweave?
Find the murderer!
I felt the same, and I wanted to stand here beside you, to condemn the sinners, to discuss retribution, and to see... but my perspective... The golden threads that once bound this city have unraveled. Yet no one is celebrating their free. Deep down, we all know the last safeguard against the harm we may do to each other is gone. No divine power will protect us from the malice in our hearts.
Finon has a way with words. Oh, all right.
The flame-chased journey is nearing its end. With only one Titan left for the Chrysos heirs. Before I rise to the skies, I challenge you. Cast out the shadows and malice within your hearts. Let me bear witness. Even without the divine authority of romance, Akuma will remain a sanctuary in these end times. A better
people!
Better people! Better people! Better people!
I appreciate your willingness to accept the challenge. To bear the burden of creation, I need only to give one thing. It's a gift she once gave me without hesitation, and now there's still a long way to go before Amphorius is reborn. But we will not forget. Allow me this moment. I want to borrow a few minutes of your time. She was Akuma's dressmaker, the leader of the Chrysos. Was being...
That singing sounds so familiar. That's our song, and Snowy used to love it!
Yes, Lady Trian. For that child, your songs always dispelled the clouds in my heart.
Snowy was so cute and kind when he was little. Now... you've grown so...
Time spares no one, so there's nothing we can do.
Don't mention it. Your light is as bright as ever. Keep it up.
Goodbye, Lady Trian.
I heard what you said. Are you suggesting the debate tactics I've taught you are nothing but sleight of hand?
Not at all, Professor Anaxa. Honestly.
Good thing your head's still clear. The Chrysos heir of Kefali. I had no idea you had it in you while I was drilling those formulas in your head.
Who could have thought, Professor? By the way, I've completely forgotten those formulas now.
Some things never change. In our next lives.
Goodbye, Professor. Miss Castros, aren't you going to say something?
Lord Finan, you... Ever since we first met, you've seen me as a friend. It was the first time I understood what everyday friendship was like, but that's... Laughing and chatting with you, I sometimes forget who I am. And for someone with my kind of power...
I hadn't thought of it that way. Sorry,
Please, no apologies. Despite everything, thinking back on...
I feel the same.
Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Gaster. Aglaya.
Remember, Finan. After completing the flame chain, the Chrysos heirs are the executors of the prophecy. Yet...
Rest assured, I always keep your teachings in mind. The difference between a presumption...
Well said.
It's late. Anything else you'd like to...
Anything, even in your imagination. I'm not one to show my...
No worries. I've long understood how difficult it is for you to... Thank you for bringing me here, Aglaya.
Maybe what I wanted to say, but this crumbling world. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Forget you. We aren't parting ways forever. You're just off to guard the gates at Castrum Kremnos.
You know just how to make a person uncomfortable. I have a feeling we'll meet again in this lifetime. Let's have another
That's very confident of you. I've changed since then. Have you seen this sword?
See you around. Fine enough, Ides Elysiae.
It's a date, Mightimos.
What a poignant, yet splendid journey. And it's still not over yet.
Yes.
I was right. In the end, you did become the deliverer in this story.
A lot has changed while you were away. I've met so many people, tried so many things. I'm not the same person.
But to me, you've never changed at all, Fine.
Dawn Cloud. I remember you could see the Gold Weaver sign from here. All the way down, but my eyes aren't what they used to be 1,000 years ago.
Cypher?
You seems Does Akama have any treasures so rare?
Of course it has. It's truly a price
Gem of all.
Nice! Got it. Well,
You're probably already plotting to sneak into... And your next...
look, see.
You might be skilled. Don't lie to yourself.
What else am I supposed to do? You keep talking about...
I don't know what I need to do to get there! I can't weave golden dresses like you!
The only things I'm good at are the underhanded... But...
I know, Cypher. You are justified in... But... I am convinced.
I just want everyone to believe would that lie become reality.
Lies will always be lies, but... sometimes...
Are you really planning to just stand...
I never thought I could slip past your sharp ears, Miss Cypher.
Still as charming with your words as ever, boy. Your speech at the public baths wasn't half bad. I'll admit.
Thank you. I had a feeling back then that you were in the audience.
Oh. And you didn't call me out on the spot. You were...
Well... I thought you'd need some time to...
Enough small talk. Tell me, what kind of trouble did you run into that you need me, the super old-timer, to step...
We've only met a couple of times, but you've always gone. You're probably aware that Aglaya has earned the support of the entire city, but they didn't get everybody. To this day, we still haven't found Elder Kynus, the leader of...
I see. You're afraid she'll do something wild now that she's pushed into a corner.
Yes. I believe that Kefali's core flame, forever enshrined above the Council Theater, would be the opposition's final trump card. We're setting out to campaign against Aquila in a few days. With the Chrysos heirs gone, it'll be their best chance.
You think those desperate dogs will try to snatch the core flame while you're gone? So, you want me to give them a nice long walk while you're away?
You sure saw right through me, Miss Cypher. I have only one request.
Hey, Deliverer. Do you honestly think... Do you even have any plan Bs if I decide to nope out on this?
As the demigod of trickery, there are no other trump cards in the world that can outrank you.
What confidence. You talk as if you have everything in the palm of your hand. Then let me tell you something you don't know. The Flame Reaver. They've been watching Akama close.
You mean...
Bet you didn't expect that, huh? I've been tracking them all this time. And that lunatic may have lost their mind. But they're no fool. Why do you think they haven't made...
Professor Anaxa once analyzed this. He thought. It was probably because Kefali's core flame was protected by the Council of Elders.
Ha! Sacred Art's my foot! I could break those mechanisms with a flick of my finger. Allow me to let you in on the actual secret. They probably held off from attacking Akama because the Seamstress's defense network was way tougher than you thought. Now that she's gone, and you're heading out to the Eye of Twilight, with the city's defenses in shambles.
What a dangerous situation we find ourselves. But since you're the one who brought it up, I'm guessing you already have a...
Just look how ridiculously calm you are. But you guessed it right. Consider this a 2-for-1 deal. I'll keep that lunatic entertained on top of protecting Kefali's core flame. You owe a big favor after this.
You have my deepest gratitude.
Don't forget, Deliverer. There's a fundamental truth in this world. Cyphera will always get the last laugh. No need to make sure you don't die before you pay me.
I've been trying to stay away from here since the Black Tide destroyed the grove. But the wind keeps pulling me back. I know, little Ika. But we haven't... You're right. Oh, ancestors. Please... Lady Treeby? This was where I can still see that...
And that was your last lesson. Now, however...
Professor Anaxa, there are still other classes scheduled on the calendar.
Firstly, call me Professor. Secondly, to clarify, the last lesson means the last lesson I will teach you. I will be entering seclusion from today onwards to
Ah, I see. So you're saying that the lessons taught by all the other teachers aren't good?
All you do every day is wag that sharp tongue of yours. That's a credit deduction. Fine enough. I have nothing left to say.
Please wait, Professor. According to the Grove's protocols for a coach, surely you can't skip such a crucial step, Professor.
The teaching assistant, Miss Hyacinth, is truly Professor Anaxa's nemesis.
Fine. Since Hyacinthia insists, since some of you are so eager to speak, why don't we start with you, Finan?
Me? Well, it's not exactly an aspiration, but the only thing I want...
I see. So you want to be a...
I didn't say...
Castorus, you've been giggling for quite some time.
Perhaps my answer is a bit vague and meaningless. I hope the world can be freed from the...
How naive. So naive that it makes me want to weep for your fairy tale, see? This is why I don't want to follow those outdated protocols. Since you suggested this whole process, why don't you wrap this up, Hyacinthia? Share your aspirations.
So it's finally good thing I came prepared. My aspiration is nothing less than...
Blank page? An interesting description.
I've read almost every episode.
So you're saying...
Perhaps her story is... What about the Daith and her brilliance? That's why all my ancestors had was a sad past. But I have a future I want to protect. I wish not to return to include a footnote. And my beliefs have... Denny! You guessed it. That's the only way for creatures on Earth. Don't worry. I have little Ika with me. You'll... Good, Ika. Oh? No? Since we've... Oh! That's the dependable
tracker is vibrating. There must be memories. This is the our ancestors only after this. Very prudent, the soul of an ancestor. I am Hyacinthia. The time has come, ancestor.
Who?
It's I. You are.
So
Indeed, for the flame chased
perfect. Hyacinth, how can you?
1,000 years ago, though I'm not a warrior, and I am not fighting Amphorius. Is it an... I now wield the... I desire to define them.
I receive my...
Thank you for your... my ancestors. Now. Oh, I remember. Them since you're off. Got it. The vortex of this... Wait. Oh,
Do you have to go? It's been ages since you were last in Akama. You could have...
That's alright, big sister Treevee. I've gotten used to life on the road. Staying in this bustling city. Besides, your prize student gave me an incredibly tough mission to handle.
Cut Snowy some slack, Syphie. He's still so young, yet he's shouldering all the responsibilities. Besides, Snowy's not the kind to ask for help lightly. Since he came to you.
You really spoil him, big sis Treevee.
Guess I'm past the age for someone to look after me.
Just kidding. I get it. That deliverer boy does have a certain charisma about him. Anyway, I'm about to head out. Oh, big sis Treevee, before I go.
Well...
That's a part of the game, too. If you want to see the full picture of what's inside, you'll have to...
A gift with a mysterious twist.
Huh? Looks like we have...
Lady Treevee, and this graceful lady must be... I'm Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard. Everyone calls...
Bright and cheery. Well, hello there, pink child. I'm Cyphera from the long-fallen city-state of Dolos. As for the rest, it's all in the history. So, you're from the...
Yes, I'm a descendant of the Sky People. The Chrysos heir about to take over the authority of Sky...
Whoa! That's... unexpected. I figured Celiosi's descendant would...
Don't judge a book by its cover, Syphie. Zinni is a master of her craft. She's the most skilled and dependable physician in all of...
Don't worry, Lady Cypher. I may not be as strong...
All this... You've got to look out for yourself, girl. Don't push yourself too hard. I'd hate to see that cute face all scratched out by Aquila's claws.
Syphie cracking jokes. Looks like you haven't forgotten what Aggie said all...
Anyway, I've got a mission to handle, so... Good luck, Miss Hyacinth. And if things get tough, just let that...
Miss Cypher is in such...
Don't worry. She's always been like that. Well, enough about her for now. You're here because of your mission. It's the perfect opportunity for me.
I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky, an ancestor.
Child.
Yes. You must be gentle.
And this...
It is.
Are those... Does that mean Hycelans and the mountain dwellers? As fellow pillars of
It's because Sky...
Agalaya.
Unfortunately, she has recently left us.
Incredible. Answer me, Hyacinthia. Since you reckon...
Every record regard...
In that case...
Yes. At the end of that, unfortunately...
I see. Perhaps you...
Thank you.
Take my bless, but
your blessing. General Ectra is so alright. It went great. What's wrong then? You've always been... Come on, Danny. Our final stop is... We're here. Lord Mighty has been fighting the Black Tide here, alone day after. That means he hasn't been consumed by the Black... We're here to complete. There. Yes, my grandmother just sent... She fought her way. I've never looked behind her death. But when I heard, to quote Lord Finan, in her final diary entry, I wonder what she'd think. I will join the heroes of the prophecy, ancestor. Please bestow upon me.
Is this... Wait.
Grandmother?
Cynthia. My little home. I have never imagined this. I thought it would be... I can't even experience the joy.
Do you remember that you and Father took me to my very first back then, Grandmother?
You spoke an innocent...
Yes, and I...
Cynthia. You never had much in... Yet I've told myself I never thought...
Don't worry about me. When the world cried, and now, isn't it...
If your mind return to this...
Grandmother.
Speak, Hyacinth.
Before you go...
Then listen closely, my dear. 4 millennia, a century of the crisis until... Pierced through the smoke... Aquila... The Celestial, those struck blood. The Chryso to her left was to her right. The one warrior, the Titans the wounded in the final moment. The battered hero, the Titans, the fear. And Celios, she murdered my descendant.
Wow, I didn't expect it to be so... Are these people here to send off the Chrysos air?
There's Finan. Let's go talk.
I know this is a big ask, Namazuni.
Please don't say that, Lord Finan. It's an honor for...
Go then. Let's hope our...
I hope you all return safely, my lord.
There you are, Paul. You didn't oversleep this time, did you?
You like calling me that, don't you? Oh, well, I've embraced it now. It doesn't even...
Ready, comrade? If the curse separating Amphorius from the world beyond the sky is truly Aquila's doing, that would be a problem. Let's leave the emotional good... That bumping seal game, didn't you teach me something? Crack the champagne at halftime. Well, then I have to use...
Hey, speaking of...
He arrived before everyone else and climbed to the cliff top to wait for us. He's probably...
Lord Finan, please make sure you all come...
Please defeat...
Thank you all for your... But I'm not the main...
Miss Hyacinth!
She's not just the pride of our... Well, let's extend our
Hero, your saga will be...
Warrior...
That praise was hard. The guest of honor.
People of Akama, I've been blessed by the ancestors of the sky. They have agreed to bestow the 1,000-year mission to me, and to have me claim the core flame. Today is the year 4000. I, Hyacinthia of the Sky People, am prepared to lead the children of...
History doesn't breathe evenly. Its hurried gasps have sparked a tempest, sweeping all of us along. And now, it's your turn to fulfill your duty. Please, guide us into... Thanks for waiting, Danhung. The team tasked with conquering Aquila has finally... So full of energy. Hyacinth?
Legend tells the Sun Folk, our ancestors, they forgot that. That's why. And I want to use ancestors with the rainbow as your guide. Oh, Rainbow Bridge, please guide us to ascend to the skies once more. Friends, let us soar together.
Flying along the Rainbow Bridge is truly an amazing experience. It's the legendary sky.
My ancestors once built a... This must be worthy. We are here to end the journey. Even legends of...
According to us, that they were divided.
Apparently, in Celiosi's retreat. After driving the... she still could...
In other words, she has that Titan. And that...
It's been so long. Maybe the Eye of Twilight has already turned into ruins.
Something's not right. I can kind of feel how big and empty this place is.
Maybe it's the Sky City of the mural would reflect to put it in words. In any case, exploring in the dark is never a good option. If we could light up the mural, that really conspicuous.